The man who was charged in relation to the passing of Pottinger has been linked to another case. Brown, the makeup artist and graphic artist currently serving time for the passing of Pottinger, yesterday was linked to a lesser charge involving the loss of life of 20-year-old Alexia Beepat in 2016. Brown, who was out for the passing of Beepat when he took the life of Pottinger in 2017, supposedly because of some relations. Pottinger had posted bail for Brown hours before he took his life. Brown subsequently made a statement in relation to taking the life of Pottinger and was later charged and given 12 years in 2019. Brown appeared before Supreme Court Judge Justice Crenshaw Brown Beckford in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. Initially had said that he had no relation to that case. To the 3 counts on the indictment in which he was charged for taking life, taking a mobile phone belonging to Beepat, and taking a laptop that belonged to her boyfriend. However, his attorney Williams told the court that Brown had indicated that he wanted to change his statement in relation to this matter. After he had given a new statement to the court, Deputy Director of Prosecutions Aldi Duncan appeared for the Crown and said that based on the evidence available to the prosecution, it was prepared to accept the plea. Duncan said that on the other 2 counts, the Crown was offering no evidence. Based on the evidence presented before the court, Brown and Beepat were engaged in relations when an argument developed and he took her life. Beepat was discovered by her 2 roommates when they returned to the shared apartment. Police investigators said that the trail led to Brown. Duncan said that given the lack of intent, the prosecution was minded to accept the plea of guilty to the lesser offense of taking the life of another individual. Brown will be given a full statement in regards to this matter on February 18th. A plea has been made by his attorney for him to be allowed access to some of his artistic tools while in custody. However, this was rejected by the judge. Williams, in making the pitch, said Brown is a very renowned graphic artist who does tattooing for a number of leading artists, and he was asking if some of his materials could be allowed to him so that he could keep himself occupied while in custody. Brown, in turning down the request, said that it is not the purview of the court, and this does not fall within the remit of the court. Ahead of the proceedings yesterday, Brown sat quietly in an area, at one point clasping his hands before his face and closing his eyes. The scrupulous individual has been given 10 years to pay a $6 million fine. He has been charged, and he told the court that he was afraid to name those who were involved because that would endanger his life and that of his family. He has been given 10 years to pay $6 million. Fletcher consented to the payment plan when he appeared before the St. James Parish Court on January 19th. He is 31 years old and he lives in Reading, St. James. He was employed as a waiter in the hospitality sector when he was charged in 2015 after making a statement that said that he was involved in unlawful possession of identity information with the intent to use it. Evidence presented in the case revealed that Fletcher benefited to approximately $11.4 million from his participation in these dangerous activities over a 4-year period leading up to his 2014 charge and arrest. His role was to collect remittances and direct transfers through his bank account, following which he withdrew the funds, thereby ending the paper trail. Following his charge, Fletcher lost his employment in the hospitality sector and appears to have been blacklisted. However, he claims to now be employed in the construction industry as a mason. In response to the court ruling, Director of Legal Services at the Financial Investigations Division, Courtney Smith, urged Jamaicans not to breach the Proceeds of Crime Act under which Fletcher was charged. Any role that you play, the FID will make you pay. This is what was said in response to the pecuniary penalty order issued on Fletcher. His claim was that he didn't have the money and that he was only collecting it for somebody, and he gave it to that person. But the point of this is, whether you are the major player or you're the person who allowed someone else to use your bank account to channel these funds, we are coming for you. It has come to your account, it is yours, and you will be the one to pay it back. You have benefited. The law says once you hold it, once you own it, within a specific period of committing this serious matter, it is your benefit from this dangerous activity. It is not a simple process. Your life will be disrupted. The officer within the Jamaica Defence Force, whom it is alleged to have been involved in relations with a fellow colleague, has resigned. In a statement, the Jamaica Defence Force said following the conclusion of its investigations, the officer submitted his resignation to the Defence Board. The allegation related to a relation between the officer and another individual within the force. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, both parties were charged under sections of the Defence Act and for contravening the JDF's personal relationship and fraternization policy. However, the Jamaica Defence Force has said that there was no allegation of any misconduct or wrongdoing made by either party. As a result, it is said that there was no charge for any breach of the JDF's policy in relation to misconduct and relations. The Army has said that both the officer and the colleague were tried by the appropriate superior authority and commanding officers, and they were both found guilty. It is said that the officer was awarded the maximum fine possible under the Defence Act. There was a report that a female who entered into relations with her superior, a lieutenant, was charged under Section 75 and 46 of the Defence Act and given 14 days in military lockdown. The JDF remains committed to holding its members accountable for their actions and maintain the highest level of military discipline as they continue to serve Jamaica. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and of course, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.